Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are going to do our latest device advice with Brian O'Donnell, and he's going to kick it off with FreeGal, which is our resource that is free with the library. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, OSHA. FreeGal is one of our best free resources you have. It's all available with just your card. And what it lets you do is it lets you either download or stream music just using your library card completely free. It's a really great little service. Can help save if you're tired of spending money on Spotify or albums or something like that. Look it up, give it a try here, and can show you how to do that. Let's get started here. So if we look on our main page at rockportlibrary.org, we have the services button, and underneath services, we have our online research and entertainment tab. If we click that, we get our listing of all of our databases. And if you scroll down to F, we'll get to FreeGal. And it tells you here in bold, access will require your card number. If you don't have your card number for any reason, feel free to call the desk. We can give it to you. Chances are we'll need your card number and your PIN number, which is usually the last four digits of your card number, but maybe you've set it to be something special. Either way, we can reset that for you. So that's not a problem. You can see recently in the text here that we've upgraded our free gal. You can get 5 free downloads per week, and 3 hours of streaming a day, which is huge. That's awesome. So let's just take a look at it here. If we click the link, gonna load up here. We go, and you see it's got a home banner here. Looks like it has Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again as the most recent at the top of the radar here. Let me see. I might be missing. You'll also see in the top right here, there is a login button. So if we go to login, you get a prompt for your card number here. I'm going to enter just a blank card here that I made. We will use for the demonstration today. Okay, and it looks like it has you agree to some terms and conditions, which pretty much any streaming site is going to have you do. So you just click accept there. If you see this email notification come up, I think we can just skip it by clicking X here, and that's all you got to do. It's so you don't have to give them your email or anything. That'll be nice and easy. So here we are at the home page. We logged in with just our card number. And right away, you've got a banner for some featured music, including Britney Spears here up top. If you scroll down a little bit, looks like they have some new featured songs. I see a new Bruce Springsteen song there. That's pretty fantastic. Um, they also offer playlists and ways to discover artists if you're looking to just listen to new music and not really don't have anything in particular in mind. So if you go to the top, you'll notice above all the banners that you have some icons here. This shows that you have 5 downloads left for the day, and it also shows that you have 8 hours of streaming left that you can use today. And those will go down as you keep using it. So it's a good little reminder of what you have left. Everything that you download is something you can keep. I've had a lot of people ask if the downloads that you get off FreeGal are just temporary or only last a certain amount of time. And they're not. They're permanent downloads that you get to keep. You can put them on your smart devices, your laptops, pretty much anything, and it's a permanent file. So it's really great to have. Basically, in 2 days, you can have a free album if you're lucky enough. So we're going to go uh, try and download a few songs here. I'm going to choose one of the featured songs, which is off Bruce Springsteen's new release here. So I'm going to click on the song, and we have a few options. We can hit the heart button for our account if we wanted to add it to our favorites so that we could listen to it a lot more. Um, let's see. We have add to wish list. That's for if you want to download something, but if you have a long list of downloads that you're working through. Um, we can save that. You can access your wish list over on the right side of this or the left side of the screen over here, I should say. Um, and then yeah, the next button over we have a share button, uh, add to playlists, so you can make your own playlists here. But then next to it, the important one is your download button. And I'm going to click download here, and we'll see it's successfully downloaded. It's gone to my browser, showed up in my download folder. It's an MP3 file, just like your everyday usual music file on an iPhone or what used to be an iPod would be. Um, and I can then take that file and move it to my own music folder or open it with iTunes or whatever program you want to use to listen to music. And that song is yours now. That song is one that you can keep. And you can see up top our download bar has gone down to 4. So that just shows us what we have left. Um, but it's a really fantastic service here. So, and you can see once you go into one musician, you can see more of what they have available, which is also really helpful. Um, Now that's the download side of FreeGal, which is pretty simple. But you also have streaming. If you don't want to download anything, or if you're not on a device that downloading is going to be helpful, if you're just on your phone or something, you might just want to stream the music, and that's perfectly fine too. All you have to do is hit play, and it'll start to take it away from your daily streaming limit. So if I hit play here, so it's well, boss sure went loud there. But you can see up top that our streaming bar went down by about 10 seconds because we listened to the first 10 seconds of the song. Um, and it's really that simple. So the next thing you'd want to do is if you like streaming songs, um, you'd want to either add them to your favorites or we can add them to a playlist. If we want to make a playlist of all of our usual songs. So uh, you can see over in the left-hand column, we have our home button that'll take us to the home page where we can see all of their displays. Or we can go to My Music, which will have the song that I just downloaded and favorited. Um, we can go to My Playlists, which will have your created playlists here. Uh, I believe if I go back here to home, let me just go back to that song for a second. It will probably, if you click add to playlist for the first time, let's see here. Yes, it'll have you create playlist here because we don't have one. So you're gonna have to name your playlist. We'll call it Brian's playlist. That's fine. The description should be optional. You shouldn't have to add anything there. Add it if you want. But hit create new playlist. And if we now go over to my playlists, on the left, we have my playlist, which is just one song so far, but we can keep adding songs as we encounter them. Um, so those are really useful tools to download songs, stream them, create playlists of things that you like. Um, if you're not as certain of what you're looking for, there are some great tabs here on the left. There's one for genres. So if you know there's a particular genre you're looking to listen to, we can hit that and just see what's popular right now. Um, there's a lot of popular artists here. We have obviously Springsteen, but Pink Floyd's on here, Arcade Fire is on here. So there's a lot of really popular stuff on here, which can be really, really helpful. Um, and then lastly on this side, we have downloads. Say you wanted to re-download an item, you can see that you can download something up to twice. So if you have any issue downloading a song or you want to re-download it, you can download it a second time. What else do we have here? Uh, let's see. Our advanced search option gives us all kinds of detailed data that we can search from. So if you know a particular artist or album or even a year that something was published and you want to look something up, this would be the place to do it. You can put in as many parameters as you like here. Let's see. So we're going to look for artists, and since we already know they have Bruce Springsteen, let's look up and see if they have the E Street Band. And they do. Right there, you get a lot of results for songs by Bruce Springsteen with the E Street Band, including his Live in New York album. So, yeah, there's tons of great stuff on here. There's a full library of music at your fingertips. I really encourage you to go check it out, play around with it, make some playlists, download some songs for yourself. It's just one of the many things you can do with your card that not a lot of people know about, but is a really fantastic service that the library offers, and I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, there is a Freegal Music app on the Apple App Store, at least. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, so it looks like it has you put in your library, and then you put in your card number, log in, and that logs you in.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do another device advice little session here with Brian, our information services librarian. And today he is going to introduce us to Canopy, which is this free online resource to watch movies from your home. So I'll let you take that away, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ocean. Yeah, Canopy is one of my favorite resources that we have. Um, it is a fantastic streaming service that I honestly think rivals things like Netflix and Hulu. Um, and it's completely free. You only need your library card and your PIN number to use it. Um, Now, as I've said in other videos, if you need your library card number ever, if you aren't sure what it is, feel free to call us at the desk. We can let you know what your number is, and we can always reset what your PIN is too if you're not sure what that is. But if you have those two things, you can start a Canopy account and you can start streaming movies and watching TV all for free with just your card. So if you're tired of Netflix or Hulu, or if you just want to try something different, um, Canopy's a great option. Has a lot of great indie movies, international films. Has a great section of free courses you can use. So let's dive right into it. If you go to our main page at rockportlibrary.org, you'll see towards the top of the page we have the Services tab. And if you hover over it, you'll get a list of options, the third of which is online research and entertainment. And this is all of our digital resources that we have. But if you scroll down, you'll alphabetically come down to Canopy here eventually. Let's see. There we go. Canopy. Now, one thing about Canopy that you should know is it's available to our patrons if you have a Rockport card. If you're accessing our library with a Gloucester card, that's fantastic, and we're glad you're with us. But Canopy only allows us to register Rockport cards. If you wanted to use Canopy or anything like it, you would have to go through your original account in Gloucester that you made with your Gloucester card. I believe their equivalent to Canopy that they have, they might not have Canopy, but they have one called Hoopla, which people like a lot too. Um, but for our patrons, if you have a Rockport card, you can use Canopy, and we can get you set up here. So on our research and entertainment page, if you scroll down alphabetically till you get to Canopy, you can click on it here. It knows that we're looking to join from our library, from Rockport Library. So we're going to scroll down a little bit and we're going to go to add a library card. Now, this is preloaded with some other information that we don't need. But I'm going to use a little dummy card that I've made here uh, just as an example here. So what we're going to do is we're going to register our card. So we're going to put our long number in. 5. And then below, we're going to type our PIN or password, which is in most cases, if your card is less than 5 years old, It's probably the last four digits of your card number itself, unless you've gone in and changed it to something which you would know. So let me do that there. Continue. And we have the option of uh, saving that in our browser. I'm going to hit never here. We don't want to do that. And that gives us our create an account page. So the good thing is to access Canopy in the future, you won't need your library card again because we're going to set up an account using your email address. Um, if you don't have an email address or for any reason you don't want to use one, come find us at the desk. We can try and work out an alternate for you. Um, but for most of us, it's going to have us sign up using just our name and email, and you'll create a password for it. So I'm going to put my name here, and we'll put my library email address here. Um, and it has us create a password. As always, try and create a somewhat strenuous password. Not one that you'll forget, but one that is a little bit tricky and a little bit challenging. Just so you can't uh, give it away that easily. And then once we confirm the terms of service and privacy policy here, we also have the option to sign up for Canopy's newsletter, which can be helpful. If you want to see new movies that are coming out, we can just click sign up, and that did it. So I'm going to close that. We're not going to remember my password. All right, and you can see we have our Canopy account set up. Uh, what it immediately tells us is you have 21 tickets each month to watch films that are from our library. So not quite a movie a night, but you'll be able to watch 21 movies in a month. And that's not counting a lot of great resources like the Great Courses, which you can watch for free. They don't use up any credits. So we can move on from here. We have our films appear on your continue watching list with the remaining time in your access period. And lastly, Canopy Kids titles. So if you were looking to use this for your kids to watch some movies, those are free and don't use any of your 21 credits either. So uh, once you've gone through those, we can hit done. And we are on the main page here. So you're going to see up top here before we've done anything that there's a white bar here that says please verify your email address. This is actually really important. It will not let you create a watch list until you've verified your email address. Now it's really simple. You just have to go to your email and there will be an email from Canopy, which will give you the option to just click verify. And once you've done that, you're done. Even though the bar is still showing up here because I did it so recently. Um, but once you have done that, you will be able to create a watch list. So why don't we do that here from the home page? Moving down from our sort of marquee here with different uh, uh, genres and subjects, I can move down and look at some individual movies in these new categories. Let's say I find one that I'm going to want to watch, but I'm not going to watch it this second. Um, you'll notice that there is in the top corner of each option, there's a three dot option. That's extremely important because it can bring you to more information on the movie, but it will also add the item to your watch list. And you should get a little notification show there up top that it has been added to your watch list. And we can do this with as many things as we want, really. So if I wanted to do this one, Unearthed Ancient Mysteries, we can do it with newly added movies. I'll add Mission Impossible there. Um, if I keep scrolling down, we can do it with our documentaries. Add to watch list. And let's see if there's like a great course or something that I can add to. Yeah, we'll say C.S. Lewis here. If I add to watch list, we can do that. So we've just sort of created a short list of things that I want to watch, and we can access it at any point by going up top here to the My Lists button. You'll have your continue watching option. So right now we haven't watched anything on this account, but if we had Anything that we were in the middle of would show up here, and it would give us the opportunity to pick up where we left off. So that's a really nice feature. You'd also have the option, though, to scroll over to this My Watch list, which is going to have everything that I've set aside that I want to watch. Uh, it's how most people use it, things like Netflix or Hulu or traditional streaming services. So it gives you that option so you don't have to browse or surf through hundreds of options every time. So I find that really helpful. I'm sure it'll be what you probably want to do too. But there are better ways to search and browse if you want. If you know a particular title you're looking for, we have a search bar up top here with the magnifying glass. Say we wanted to see if there were the other Mission Impossible movies on here. We know that we added Mission Impossible 5. I wonder if they have the rest. They do. It looks like they have all of them. So we could add, if you're a real Tom Cruise fan or a Mission Impossible junkie, you could add all of these movies to your watch list and save them together at any time, or you could just start watching them if you knew there was one that you wanted to watch. Um, Likewise, if you're not as sure of what you're looking for, there's also the option to browse. So if I go here to the top left next to the Canopy logo, we'll see our browse options here. We can do featured items like new editions if you just want to look at new stuff or the most popular stuff. But you can also look by genre, which is really helpful. And then I started to show how to browse, but I wanted to use that to show how to get to great.
What is Great Courses?
Great Courses is a long-standing series of college level courses taught by actual professors. And there are tons of them on Canopy to watch for free. So we could do a search and look up great courses if we wanted. And I'm sure we'll get a good amount. Yeah, and you'll actually see this out of the way. You'll see, it looks like there's a tag for the great courses we can look at. Okay, so that gives us the option to look at the great courses. Um, you can add them to your watch list just like you can a movie. And they've really diversified it a lot lately. So there's a lot of these almost travel courses, which are a lot of fun to look at. It's learning history and language through traveling with people. You can explore the Mayan world. You can take a tour of Iceland, stuff like that. But if you're looking for more specific or even academic stuff, uh, that's here as well. You can see that there are a lot of cooking courses that are popular and healthy living. But if we keep going down here, we'll see that there are courses on literature, on history, ancient history, um, and those are all completely free, even if each one is 24 episodes long or more. Uh, they don't take up any of your credits. So I highly recommend these if you're ever looking to learn more about whatever. It could be an academic thing or enrichment. There's probably something related to it in a great course. This one, History of Ancient Egypt, even though it's 48 episodes, each of which is at least a half hour long. Um, if you want to access it for 7 days, you have to spend 5 of your 21 tickets, and then you can watch as many of them as you want. And they do use some of your tickets for the month that you have. So that's different, but it's still not everything. If you spend 5 tickets on this one, you'll have access to 48 lectures on ancient Egyptian history, which is not nothing, and is a pretty good resource. So uh, definitely check beforehand what you're looking at and see what it costs to look at. If we go to the main page here, I'm sure we can go down. Let's find something really popular. Let's look at Mission Impossible here. It looks like it costs 4 tickets to watch. Um, so, and that will give you 72-hour access, so you can watch it multiple times if you want. Not that you will want to, but you have that option. Um, and that 4 tickets comes away from your monthly 21. Um, so it depends on what you're looking at, and what you'll see. Um, but if I look at something different, if I look at a documentary here, yeah, you can see this one is only 2 tickets to watch. So you gotta kind of be careful. This is why you want to use that watch list. You want to add things to your watch list and then check on your watch list. I would encourage you to try and plan out what you have for your tickets each month. Um, because you can have a great time watching the Mission Impossible movies, but if they're each, 4 tickets to watch, you're going to watch them all and have used all of your tickets for the month. So just want to be careful about how you use them and how you spend them. You have 21 per month to use. But it's not like each movie is 1 ticket. They all have different values. Um, so just something to be careful about. Um, Now there is some stuff that's free. Uh, Anything in uh, uh, Canopy for Kids is free, I know. Um, and if we browse over here, let's actually see if we go down far enough here. Okay. So if we scroll down here and we look at Canopy Kids, anything in Canopy Kids is free to watch and it won't use any of your monthly tickets. So we can look at any of these here without worrying about using up any of our credits for other movies or anything like that. So that's going to be a really nice resource to have if you've got a little one at home and they want to watch something here. We could watch Bob the Builder, totally free, and it's one of many things they have. Obviously, as we keep scrolling down, you'll see more and more. Okay. So, like I said, with your watch list, you're going to want to use that to keep an eye on how many tickets you have for the month because more popular movies are going to cost more tickets to watch out of your 21 monthly tickets. But there is a trick around that. If you go to search over here, so with this filter here, if you know you're going to start to run low on tickets for the month, uh, you can choose to look for things that are 0 tickets. There are a few things that are free that you can watch. Or I'd recommend if you want to start to see some options that are maybe 2 tickets or less. Uh, 2 tickets is a good amount. You can get a lot of classics that are 2 tickets, and even some new stuff here that are 2 tickets. So I can see Long Legs, which is from last year. Spotlight's a few years old. But if we keep looking down, we'll get to a lot of classic films that are 2 tickets. Um, Parasite, Taste of Things. I mean, we can also, if we go to browse here, we can see if I go down to classic cinema, I think just about everything here is 2 tickets. Yeah, 2 tickets for Dial M for Murder. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is 2 tickets, I know. So your classics are all 2 tickets, and that's easy. You should be able to fit in a good amount with that. So that's kind of maybe getting the most bang for your buck is checking on the classics, or if you go to search, filtering for things that are 2 tickets or less. Um, let's just see what 1 ticket does. 1 ticket has it looks like a lot of independent films or foreign films, which are great too. So, oh, and even Coda, which is Oscar winning. So, so there are options. If you're running low, you can still probably find something to watch. So, with Canopy here, we went over setting up our account, which again, you need a Rockport card for. But once you set it up once with your card, you will not need it again. You'll set up an account using your email. Uh, Once your account is set up, you'll get to our main menu here, which has lots of great content you can watch. There's lots of ways to look through for things. But up top, you'll notice a search bar and a browse bar, which might be the best way for you to look for things. If you want to see the newest things that Canopy has to offer, I would just hit the Canopy button to go to their main menu, and you can see some displays that they've created uh, to see some new stuff. And if you find something that you know that you're going to want to watch, uh, it's really important to use that 3 dot button and add to watch list to sort of save it for later for yourself. So once we've done that, we can go to My Lists. and we'll go to my watch list. And this has everything that I've set aside to watch. Now, the trick behind this obviously is balancing your ticket budget. So you have 21 tickets a month with Canopy through us. Not everything costs the same amount. I know that great courses that are really long, like up to 48 episodes even, will cost you about 5 tickets to access for a week. If you want to watch a more popular movie, like say Mission Impossible here, that uses 4 tickets. Um, and if we click on more recent stuff here, we can see um, PBS stuff often costs two. Classic movies often cost two. Um, and so we do a lot of documentaries. Even for 1 ticket, you can see a lot of international films and indie films. Um, but it's definitely crucial to keep an eye on what you have on your list and what your budget is, so that you can dole out your tickets accordingly and not use them all at once on one thing. Um, so that would be my advice, would be always check how many tickets something costs. And from there you can set up whatever you want to watch.
Wonderful. This is great. Canopy is such a great resource. I love planning out my weekend and yeah, putting things in my list. Thank you so much for doing this, Brian.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.